G'day. There's something about Đà Lạt that makes you believe in second chances. Maybe it's the fog. Maybe it's the coffee. Maybe it's the way time slows down just enough for you to hear your own heartbeat when someone walks into your life. Angie did that. She walked in softly, kind eyes, gentle humour, the kind of woman who hugs you even when her culture tells her not to, the kind of woman who laughs with her eyes. We went on a few dates. There was that moment, one I thought was tender, when I reached for her hand. She held it, then let it go. Later that night, she sent me a message. She was sorry. She didn't want to hurt me. She just didn't feel the same. You'd think I'd be used to that by now, but you never quite get used to being friend-zoned when your heart was hoping for something real. And just when I thought the book had closed, 2 weeks later, she opened it again. She invited me for coffee. She took me to a supermarket, a fabric store, helped me pick out bedding for my new place. It felt domestic, like a thread was being picked back up. But it wasn't. Radio silence. 2 weeks after that, she invited me to another Sunday morning coffee with her best friend. And in a surprise move, there also I met David, her ex. Warm bloke, easy smile. They only dated a couple of months, but they'd clearly kept something. Comfort, loyalty, maybe just the ability to sit next to each other without expecting too much. That night, she surprised me again at a burger bar. She walked in, found me, and in her whisper quiet voice, she invited me for a coffee, the second that day. Took me to an expensive restaurant by the lake. Romantic? Oh, God, yes. The lake is the kind of setting you'd write about if you were foolish enough to be a writer with a heart on your sleeve. She was the first to comment on how romantic it was, here in this city known for being a romantic destination for Vietnamese couples who want to get married. We both laughed at how, even though the sun had set, the clouds near her house were fluffy and pink. Some workmen had been up on her roof, I joked, and spray painted the clouds just for her. We laughed. We sat close, talked, laughed some more. Lots. She looked at my new and improved dating profile and gave it a shy thumbs up, and then asked me to write one for her. Then she showed me the men in her dating inbox. Dozens. Of course there were. She's beautiful. I smiled. I nodded. But inside, I was bleeding. Quietly, politely, bleeding. Because every man was a knife, mocking me. A reminder that someone else would get to love her the way I long to. Someone else will get her kisses, her laughter, her hand, not pulled away. She held my hand again, briefly, and let it go. Again. I sent her a letter the next day. One I'll probably publish somewhere now because I don't believe in letting pain rot in private. I wrote what I needed to hear. And she responded with distance. And then the next day with sorrow. Said she felt awful, that she hadn't understood the pain she'd caused. She asked for forgiveness. And what could I do? I forgave. But the wound still stung. David invited me to lunch days later. He knew about my love for her and my pain, but chose instead to just talk about taxi drivers and sandwiches. That told me everything I needed to know. And now here I am, back in the quiet. Back to being invisible on the dating sites because I shut my accounts down. Not because I've given up, but because the part of me that was brave enough to love out loud needs a rest. You know, a friend once said, unrequited love doesn't hurt less with age. It just echoes longer. This one will echo for a while, but I'll still show up, still sit by the lake at sunset, still drink a cup of coffee in Đà Lạt. Because even after heartbreak, especially after heartbreak, quiet is a kind of healing too.